Hi there, Matt Noyes with the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network and OneDegreeOutside.com. Great to be with you here as we look at the coastal marine forecast. We'll focus on Tuesday first, but I will take you all the way up through the end of the week. First of all, we've had just enough of a rise in moisture in the air. The dew point temperature was able to climb up to about 60 in some spots today. That we've got a low deck of marine clouds that's been over the Vineyard in Nantucket. Ceiling deck has been about 400 feet during the early evening at Martha's Vineyard, about 200 feet at the island of Nantucket. So what's going to happen is that's going to lower during the overnight. We are going to get fog in and around the Cape and the islands. That'll be with you all the way into tomorrow morning as well. It'll be patchy fog when you get to the eastern waters of Mass. It develops tonight because we have gone to a sea breeze in places like Beverly. So notice that tomorrow the wind is fairly light, which means where we have the fog in the morning, it's going to be a little bit stubborn to burn off. It will lift, it will burn, but it's going to take a few hours in the morning as the sun comes up. Meanwhile, in eastern New England, again, I think it's going to be more of these kind of pockets of fog, patches of fog here and there, just kind of where the wind can turn on shore as we get into the early evening hours before it dies down. Your waves are going to be on the order of about 2 feet, a period that runs you about 11 to 12 seconds tomorrow. In the northern waters, we mostly have been able to hold the fog off. There's going to be the development of a bank just to the south across the Gulf of Maine. I can't rule out it would tickle into the Maine coastline, but at this point, it looks like it may stay just offshore. Either way, we're talking about pretty decent conditions on the water for tomorrow. You get out through the rest of the week, things begin to go downhill a little bit. Wednesday's forecast map, you can see a storm center coming into the Berkshires. This is a broad area of rain that starts spreading in. There's going to be enough warmth with this warm front right here that you are going to end up seeing at least what will be on the order of some fog mixed in with the rain as we get into Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, Wednesday night. Thursday, it's unlikely we get much in the way of showers and probably not much fog. Notice the breeze picks up just a bit, about 20 knots sustained at Block Island, about 16 knots at Provincetown, and you got waves about 2 to 3 feet, certainly manageable for anybody who does this for a living, right? And if you're heading out toward the Scotian slopes, actually, by the time we get to Friday, rain kind of encompasses everybody. One of the things that happens on Friday is you turn an onshore wind, and so for landlubbers, the big thing is the fact that it's going to be really cool and raw. But on the ocean, that big, long, what we call fetch, that wind across the water is going to churn the seas. So that's why you get these big 3 to 5 footers running on the order of about 8 to 10, 7 to 10 seconds, and 5 to 7 footers when you get out by the Scotian shelf and the Emerald Basin. So that's how things are looking the next few days. It does go downhill mostly second half of the week. Just watch out for that fog that'll be with you tonight into the morning.